recording now.
We're recording now.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Chelsea and Saúl Whispering podcast.
We are the first ever all-inclusive ASMR whispering podcast on the internet right now.
I think that's a lie, but we're here anyway, regardless.
Well, anyways, ignorance is, doesn't mean it's a lie. Just because I don't know about it doesn't mean I'm lying.
So, I'd like to talk to you about some. What was that? What did you just do?
Earbuds on the mic stand.
Oh, okay.
You better watch it.
All right. Was that a threat?
No, it's like a playful threat.
Okay, we're up to a bad start.
We're starting though.
Okay. So I think we should talk about where we are right now.
Right now, everybody, we're out in Ithaca, New York. In New York.
We are up in New York.
Way up there.
We have temporarily escaped New York City.
Temporarily.
And we're really enjoying our time here.
It's one of the best enjoyments of times I've had in many, many years.
We've played a lot of frisbee.
I was about to say.
And I've beaten Saúl a lot at paddleball.
I've heard you beat on me.
Yeah, I've peed on him. I've urinated on him, and I've also beaten.
You've beaten, right?
I won in the game of paddleball against him.
Paddleball, yes.
Yes.
Tap.
It's I can understand why you forget that. And you wanna just remember the peeing. Because it hurts for you to remember the victory that I won.
Right, the being versus the victory, right?
Yes.
But yes, I feel like we've evened out. I feel like I've won enough games to be even with you.
I don't think you're even. I think that I'm still ahead. But that's neither here nor there.
It's neither there nor here. Either way, there's going to be plenty more matches coming up, God willing. And I want you to know that you have a day of reckoning coming.
Let's talk about how difficult it is to make a fire.
One of the most hard things about making a fire is making the fire itself. A lot of people don't know that you need fire to make a fire. You need lots of wood, and it's how you put that wood. I was having a very hard time, as you know. All you could do was judge me. You didn't really help.
That's true.
All you did was, you're doing it wrong, and you'll go back inside and eat marshmallows.
I was offering advice. I was directing you.
I don't think your threats are advice.
Well, I was giving you the motivation to continue on, okay?
The motivation was you leaving to eat marshmallows.
Well, those marshmallows had to get eaten. Otherwise,
You're
who would eat them?
It's so cold. This is not work.
Okay, on my defense, I was getting a little bit sick, was I not? I actually had to take a hot bath that night and the next night because I was starting to get something in my throat, and I thought, maybe this is coronavirus. Maybe this is how I get it.
Oh, yeah.
And so I had to go inside and I had to warm up.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Well, you didn't get sick after all. It turns out I was just a poor old asshole out there making a fire by himself.
But you know what? You got the practice. And you learned that skill, so now you can carry it forward in your life.
Sort of, yeah. I learned that I was doing it wrong, and eventually the owner of the property we're staying in explained to me how to make it. So that was helpful, so I'm looking forward to trying that again.
Speaking of fires,
Yes.
I would like to talk about some things that are on fire
As it were.
at the moment. Okay?
Yes.
Let's talk about some things. I think gigantic hoodies are on my fire list. Okay, I feel like a teenager who's like, it can't fit over my head.
Was the headphones though?
Yeah, I just feel like a teenager, and I'm like about a size 7, it's not that big.
I don't know what that means.
That's actually pretty small. My feet, they're not large.
Okay, petite feet.
Yeah.
As a kid, my parents would let me wear hoodies, so I had to wear polo shirts.
Is that true? They wouldn't let you wear hoodies?
I didn't have any.
Oh, wow.
And if I did, I remember polo sweaters,
Okay.
which eventually I did like, but at first I hated.
So your fire list includes polo sweaters? Talking about your current fire list.
My current fire list is actually the beanie. I love a beanie, a good beanie. I love a good beanie.
Do you know where that name came from?
The beanie comes from Sicily. No, the beanie, I don't really know. I think it's because it's round like a bean.
Yeah.
You put your head in it.
Yeah, you look like a little kidney bean.
It's a bean head. I mean, if you have a saggy beanie, what's that? The scrotum sag?
Oh.
This doesn't really look like a bean anymore.
Is it a sexual euphemism?
It's not a euphemism.
Euphemongo. I can't say that word, euphemism.
Anyways, the beanie has many oranges and Celtic seafood, but we don't really need to get into that right now. But to be honest, I want to ask you, would you recommend me getting a hoodie as a non-hoodie wear?
I do, because I would just recommend that you get one with pockets, because mine is pocketless. And it's really kind of fucking me up. I keep like doing this kind of motion.
You know, I think the right product for you then is the Snuggie.
I do want a Snuggie.
I don't know why you're wasting your time on H&M.
Yeah, I do want a Snuggie. Your mom got me something that was like Snuggie-like, and it was pretty great, actually.
Okay, well, here's the real deal. You need to just get a Snuggie.
Okay.
That's all you need to do. It's called the Snuggie.
Yeah.
And sold by Snuggie.
Yeah, well,
Instead of getting this knockoff, you're wearing this in our pockets.
maybe that's a hint for you to buy me a gift of a Snuggie.
Alright, Christmas is coming up. Do we give gifts in Halloween?
And Halloween.
Halloween?
Halloween, yeah, sure. You give me a Halloween Snuggie.
Alright, I'm gonna get you a Halloween Snuggie. It's gonna be a color you won't like magenta. Or green.
I like green, I like magenta.
Alright, what's a color you don't like?
I like all the colors.
Alright, I'm gonna get you a color that has all the colors and like a tie-dye Snuggie.
Oh, that sounds great.
Ah, great. I'm so happy for you in the future. You know, I have...
Oh, that's disgusting.
Sorry, these are gases that our viewers are used to that come out of my mouth. I wanted to ask you, I wanted to tell you really, I have a memory of in the 90s as a kid, seeing people make tie-dye shirts. Are you familiar with tie-dye?
I'm definitely familiar with tie-dye. I would tie-dye Easter eggs. That was a thing. Like, it came with like an Easter egg like kit. Like, you get the dye. I don't know, like you'd like splash it on.
Of course.
And I had like a tie-dye headband, I think, but I didn't create it. I think my aunt gave it to me. But tie-dye is making a comeback.
What are you getting?
No, I'm not. It's like, I think it's because everybody's just like wearing sweatpants inside, and there's like a race to like see like who can wear like the ugliest sweatpants. So tie-dye was like naturally in the mix.
Oh my god. That's amazing. I'm happy and both terrified. You know, but a lot of people don't talk about the origins of tie-dye.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but tie-dye was actually an invention of caveman times. No, excuse me, French. The French made it in the, French Revolution. A lot of people don't know that. And it happened because a piece of cheese fell into a paint bucket, and it swirled, and then someone fell into that, and their shirt became tie-dye.
Sorry, there's a piece of cheese. What is? I got hungry and I zoned out. What does the cheese do?
A piece of cheese during the French Revolution fell into a paint bucket.
Okay.
Artist,
I have a feeling that you're just grabbing random words from the dictionary.
I'm not describing.
And you're creating an explanation.
I'm talking about how tie-dye was created. Friends.
Okay. And would you bet your life on this definition of tie-dye and how it was created?
No, I mean, some guy told me once, so it's just anecdotal. I don't need to put my life on it.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I just want to know two things about you right now.
Yeah.
Can you confess any sins? Oh, look at me. I'm hitting the mic.
What level of sin do you want me? Do you think I should confess?
Transcendent.
Well, I've never killed a person. If that's what you're asking me.
Okay, well there are more sins.
Okay. What are the 7 deadly sins? Greed.
Greed. Looking at your neighbor's wife or something.
Gluttony.
Gluttony.
I think I'm definitely a glutton. Like,
How much have you eaten?
like one time I ate like an entire. Okay, here's the thing. Let me confess some sins. When I was a high school babysitter, I definitely had like the great. Like I would basically just like eat all their food, and I know that's probably not even that abnormal. A lot of babysitters do that, but I'm pretty sure I ate like probably an entire pizza.
Oh, entire pizza. Like from Domino's.
Yeah, like on my own.
Oh man, pepperoni or cheese.
I'm more of a cheese person.
Oh man, did you get the shits after or something?
Like I just have a lot of memories of like overeating, and so I was like a complete glutton because we didn't have a lot of like delicious foods, like Gushers and like fruit by the foot and like all these chicken fingers at my house. So I would go to this kid's house and I'd babysit the kids, but like literally the first thing I would do was like run into the freezer to see like what kind of snacks and like ice cream they had.
Oh my
And
god.
I would stuff my face until I got sick.
Like you get sick on the job.
Yeah, like I would just feel like I would get like a stomach ache.
Now, were you not eating the whole day or something? You're so hungry.
I was probably eating like I just think I was like so overwhelmed with like emotion to have access to all these foods.
Fruit by the foot with some goldfish.
So yeah, I was like a serious glutton back then.
Wow. And now these days, when you don't put your foot there, you're making noise.
No, but no one can hear it.
I can hear it.
Yeah, but
We can hear it. They can hear it.
you don't. Come on.
That's not an ASMR sound.
It's
That's
adding.
a foot rubbing
It's adding
on foot.
texture.
I don't like that kind of texture. Texture is like this.
Well,
Like when you're a mouse opening up Chris's presents.
I have to say your energy right now isn't that great for this ASMR video.
I'm whispering. You're rubbing your feet that are
Away
very
from your
large.
microphone that are an average size 7. Thank you.
Anyways, like I said, we gotta talk like a mouse opening up Christmas presents.
Okay, so like let's confess your sins.
Well, I have to say, one time this is the one I'm very upset about. I stole my brother's Big Mac and ran away with it. And he found me in a tub eating it.
What we're learning in this is that we're both badasses.
I mean, gluttony's that's deadly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, so we found you in a bathtub eating his Big Mac.
Yeah, and I'd eaten like half the patties because it comes with like 4 patties. Are you familiar with a Big Mac?
So you ran into the bathtub and were you naked eating?
I was not naked. It was my mom had picked us up from school, and we stopped at McDonald's, and I had the bag with our burgers. I had already eaten my burger in the car, and I had his, and I ran. As soon as we got home, I ran out of the car and hid, and then I proceeded to eat the burger.
That's really shitty.
It was, and he beat me up.
I think you deserve that.
I think it did too.
And I don't know how he could trust you after that either. It's like once you eat a man's Big Mac, I mean, what else can you take from his soul?
I know. Don't eat a man's Big Mac, like Chelsea says.
Yeah.
Respect the man's Big Mac.
Respect the man's Big Mac.
Respect the Big Mac.
And the woman's Big Mac.
And a person's Big Mac.
Yes, thank you. Let's be inclusive here.
Overall, that was something that I'm not very proud about. It's very awful.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow, so we're making progress here. This is like a therapy session.
It is.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just doing something.
Oh, excuse me. Too loud. Let's lower the voices a little bit.
Lower the voices just a little bit. Sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, I do big parties on them. Oh, excuse me. Alright, everybody. I think that's all the time we have for today. The camera's about to die, so.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Godspeed and God bless.
God bless. God bless the USA.